Procrastination is the bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow what should have been done yesterday. Napoleon Hill warned us, with piercing clarity. It's not just a bad habit. It's a silent thief, robbing you daily of the life you could be living. Picture this. You wake up with dreams burning in your chest, but by nightfall, they're buried beneath doubt, distraction, and delay. You know what you want. You see the goal. But you're stuck, frozen, waiting for the mythical perfect moment that never, ever comes. Hill called it what it truly is. The enemy of opportunity, an invisible prison built by fear, maintained by hesitation. And the truth is brutal. Most people will never escape it. Research shows that 80% of people abandon their resolutions within 6 months, not for lack of vision, but because they refuse to act. They surrender to comfort. They feed fear. They choose delay over discipline, and it costs them everything. But not you. Not today. If you're sick of feeling stuck, if you're tired of watching your potential rot while waiting for motivation, you're exactly where you need to be. Because motivation is unreliable. It fades. It lies. But action, real, raw, imperfect action, builds momentum. It forges identity. It becomes unstoppable. That's why Hill didn't just teach success. He laid out a blueprint for those bold enough to act while others wait. In Think and Grow Rich, he made it clear. Winners don't rely on moods, they make moves. Now it's your turn. I've built a 6-month transformation plan grounded in Hill's timeless truths, one that doesn't rely on hype, but on habitual, deliberate action. Month by month, we will shatter mental blocks, destroy self-doubt, and forge daily habits that make your goals inevitable. This is not motivation, it's reprogramming. Not hype, it's discipline. And if you commit, not wish, commit, your life will never look the same. Are you ready to stop playing small? Are you ready to stop watching others live while you only plan? Then let's start at the root. Let's confront the real reason you've been holding back. Because the life you deserve isn't waiting for you, it's waiting on you. And this time, you won't hesitate. One major reason is the myth that motivation must come before action. But Hill warned against this trap. Successful individuals create inspiration through consistent effort. Think of the entrepreneur who delays launching their product, hoping to feel ready, only to watch opportunities slip away like sand through their fingers. In month 1 of our plan, we'll flip this script, prioritizing small actions that spark real change and build the momentum you need. Another barrier is the failure to decide, as Hill emphasized with his principle of definite decision. Vague ideas lead to stagnation and regret. Without a clear purpose, it's easy to drift, but by month 2, you'll learn to make firm choices that propel you forward with confidence. Pause for a moment and reflect. What's one decision you've been avoiding, perhaps out of fear or uncertainty? Write it down now, because acknowledging it is the first step toward overcoming it, just as Hill did when he interviewed titans of industry. Fear and uncertainty often erode our confidence, as Hill noted in his analysis of negative thought patterns, making us prisoners of our own minds. Fear is the greatest thief of time, stealing dreams before they even begin. But over this 6-month plan, we'll turn that uncertainty into a powerful catalyst for growth. Hill's stories, like that of Thomas Edison failing thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, prove that persistence triumphs over doubt. Now that we've uncovered these barriers, let's dive into the solution and how our plan will help you smash through them with immediate action. The power of action is transformative. As Hill taught, starting imperfectly cures fear, and builds the momentum you need for lasting success. In month 1, your focus is on creating initial progress, remembering that motivation follows action, not the other way around. Begin with something simple, like dedicating just 5 minutes a day to your goal, whether it's journaling ideas or researching opportunities. This aligns with Hill's mastermind principle, surrounding yourself with supportive actions that compound over time. Strengthening your decisiveness is key. Commit to one clear decision this week, such as setting a specific goal, to embody Hill's essential strategy. Use Hill's definite purpose statement. Write a single sentence defining your aim and review it daily to keep your path clear and focused. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Practice the first step right now in month 1. These small actions lay the foundation for the months ahead. Before we move on, here's an action item. Take one step today, like calling a mentor or outlining your plan, to feel that immediate shift. Once you start acting, overcoming fear becomes easier. So let's explore how to handle that hesitation in the weeks to come. In month 2, dedicate yourself to facing fear head-on, using Hill's philosophy that immediate action dissolves doubt and builds resilience. Each day, confront a small fear, like reaching out for networking or trying public speaking, just as Hill did when he boldly interviewed industry leaders. Learning from failure is another crucial tool, as Hill's stories of perseverance show. Setbacks are not endpoints, but stepping stones to success. In month 2, start a failure journal to track lessons from each misstep, preparing you for the discipline that will carry you through later months. With fear managed, it's time to build self-discipline, the backbone of true achievement, as Hill advised for reaching definite success. Discipline isn't about motivation. It's about creating routines that drive results, and in months 3 and 4, we'll shift to consistent habits. In month 3, establish daily disciplines like early mornings or focused work sessions, tracking your progress to reinforce these changes. By month 4, focus on mental habits, such as affirmations and reading Hill's works, to align with the 6-month timeline and sustain your growth. Build positive habits that support your goals, like weekly accountability checks, embodying Hill's emphasis on persistence and organized planning. With discipline in place, let's clarify your vision and goals, fueling the final months of the plan with purpose and direction. Clear goals provide the motivation you need, as per Hill's definite chief aim, and in months 5 and 6, you'll refine your vision to celebrate milestones. Start by listing 3 key goals and breaking them into weekly actions, following Hill's strategy of organized planning for ongoing success. By month 6, you'll have a roadmap for lasting achievement, proving that with action, anything is possible, just as Hill promised. To inspire you further, remember Henry Ford, who applied these principles, starting small in his own month 1 and revolutionizing an industry by month 6, showing that your transformation is within reach. Welcome, everyone, to this transformative journey inspired by the timeless wisdom of Napoleon Hill. As Hill once said, procrastination is the bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow what should have been done yesterday. This quote hits hard because so many of us are trapped in a cycle of hesitation, staring at our dreams without taking the first step. Think about it. How often have you delayed starting that business, getting in shape, or advancing your career, waiting for the perfect moment? Studies show that 80% of people abandon their New Year's resolutions within 6 months, not because of bad ideas, but due to inaction. That invisible barrier, as Hill called it, the enemy of opportunity, keeps us stuck in mediocrity. But today, We're changing that narrative with a structured 6-month success plan drawn from Hill's principles in Think and Grow Rich. This plan isn't about wishful thinking. It's about definite purpose, decisive action, and persistent effort. Over the next 6 months, we'll build from awareness in month 1 to lasting habits by month 6, turning your potential into reality. So, are you ready to stop waiting and start acting? Let's dive into why so many people hesitate in the first place. One major reason is waiting for motivation to strike. But as Hill warned, successful people don't rely on fleeting emotions. They create momentum through action. In month 1 of our plan, we'll flip the script by prioritizing small, immediate steps over waiting for inspiration. Picture the entrepreneur who keeps delaying a product launch, only to see competitors surge ahead. Indecision is another culprit, stemming from a lack of clear purpose, which Hill identified as a key to stagnation. By month 2, you'll learn to make firm decisions, embracing Hill's principle of definite decision to propel you forward. Take a moment now, reflect on one decision you've been avoiding, and jot it down as we prepare to overcome it. Fear and uncertainty also play a huge role, eroding confidence through negative thought patterns, as Hill observed. Fear is the greatest thief of time, but in our 6-month plan, we'll turn it into a catalyst for growth. Remember Hill's stories, like Thomas Edison's thousands of failures that led to the light bulb. Persistence wins. Now that we've uncovered these barriers, let's move to the solution and how taking immediate action can change everything. The power of action is undeniable. As Hill taught, it cures fear and builds momentum right away. In month 1, your focus is on creating initial progress, starting with just a 5-minute daily action toward your goal. Don't wait for perfection. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. For instance, begin by journaling your ideas or researching opportunities, aligning with Hill's mastermind principle. Strengthening decisiveness means committing to one key decision this week, like setting a specific goal. Use Hill's definite purpose statement. Write a single sentence defining your aim and review it daily to keep you on track. Right now, take that first step. Call a mentor or outline your plan as we kick off the 6-month timeline. Once you start acting, overcoming fear becomes easier, so let's explore how to handle it in the weeks ahead. In month 2, dedicate yourself to facing fear head-on through daily challenges, turning hesitation into a powerful habit. Hill himself interviewed industry titans despite his doubts, proving that action dissolves fear over time. Try this. Each day, confront a small fear, like networking or speaking up, to build the resilience Hill championed. Learning from failure is crucial. View setbacks as stepping stones, just as Hill did with stories of perseverance. In month 2, keep a failure journal to track lessons and maintain momentum for the discipline ahead. With fear managed, it's time to build self-discipline, the backbone of months 3 and 4 in our plan. Discipline is the key to success, not motivation. As Hill advised, it's what turns dreams into definite achievements. In month 3, establish daily routines like early mornings or focused work sessions to create consistency. By month 4, track your progress to reinforce these habits, drawing from Hill's emphasis on persistence. Practice positive habits, such as reading Hill's works daily or setting weekly accountability checks. For example, in month 3, focus on physical habits like exercise. In month 4, shift to mental ones like affirmations. With discipline in place, let's clarify your vision and goals to fuel months 5 and 6. Clear goals provide direction and fuel motivation, per Hill's definite chief aim. In month 5, define specific, measurable goals. By month 6, review and adjust them for long-term success. Start today by listing 3 key goals and breaking them into weekly actions, embodying Hill's organized planning. This roadmap will prove that action leads to achievement, just as Hill promised. To inspire you further, let's look at a real-life example, like Henry Ford, who applied these principles to build an empire. Ford took his first steps in what we'd call month 1, built discipline through months 3 and 4, and achieved massive success by month 6. Remember, as Hill taught, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So commit to this 6-month plan and transform your life starting now. Procrastination is the bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow what should have been done yesterday. As Napoleon Hill wisely stated, setting the stage for our journey today. In a world full of untapped potential, many of us find ourselves trapped in a cycle of hesitation and unfulfilled dreams. Imagine waking up each day with big goals, starting that business, achieving peak fitness, or climbing the career ladder, but feeling stuck, waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives. This invisible barrier, as Hill called it, the enemy of opportunity, robs us of progress and keeps us stagnant. Studies show that a staggering 80% of people abandon their New Year's resolutions within 6 months, not because of bad ideas, but due to inaction and lack of decisive steps. But here's the truth. True transformation doesn't come from waiting for motivation. It comes from taking action, just as Hill advocated in his timeless teachings. Today, I'm excited to unveil a structured 6-month success plan inspired by Napoleon Hill's principles from Think and Grow Rich, designed to propel you from hesitation to achievement. Over the next 6 months, we'll build momentum in month 1, establish unbreakable habits in month 2, and culminate in lasting success by month 6. Are you ready to break free from the chains of delay and step into a life of purpose and accomplishment? Let's first explore why so many people hesitate, as understanding this is the key to overcoming it. One major reason is the myth that motivation must come before action. But Hill warned against this trap. Successful people create motivation through consistent effort. In month 1 of our plan, we'll flip this script by prioritizing immediate steps over waiting for inspiration. Think of the entrepreneur who delays launching a product until they feel ready, only to watch competitors surge ahead. Indecision is another culprit, stemming from a lack of clear purpose, which Hill identified as a critical flaw in achieving success. By month 2, you'll master the art of definite decisions, turning vague ideas into concrete plans that drive real progress. Pause for a moment and reflect. What's one decision you've been avoiding in your life? Write it down now, as this simple exercise prepares you for the transformative steps ahead. Fear and uncertainty also play a massive role, eroding confidence through negative thought patterns, as Hill observed in his studies. Fear is the greatest thief of time, stealing opportunities and keeping you locked in place. Over the 6-month plan, we'll confront this head-on, using Hill's strategies to turn uncertainty into a powerful force for growth. Take Hill's own interviews, like with Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times but persisted, proving that action overcomes fear. Now that we've pinpointed these barriers, let's dive into the solution and how a 6-month plan will help you shatter them once and for all. The power of action is where it all begins. Hill taught that starting, even imperfectly, builds unstoppable momentum. In month 1, your mission is to create that initial spark, remembering that motivation follows action, not the other way around. Start small. Dedicate just 5 minutes a day to your goal, like journaling your ideas or researching opportunities, aligning with Hill's mastermind principle. Strengthening decisiveness is crucial. Make one clear decision this week to set your path forward. Craft a definite purpose statement, as Hill suggested. Write a single sentence defining your aim and review it daily to keep your focus sharp. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Practice the first step right now in month 1. These initial actions lay the foundation for the entire plan. Action item. Before moving on, take one step today, such as calling a mentor or outlining your goals. Do it now and feel the shift. Once you start acting, overcoming fear becomes far more manageable. So let's explore how to handle that fear in the weeks ahead. Facing fear head-on is the focus of month 2, where you'll dedicate time to daily challenges that turn hesitation into a habit of resilience. Hill himself overcame doubts by interviewing industry titans, showing that action dissolves fear over time. Try this. Each day, confront a small fear, like reaching out to a new contact or speaking up in a meeting, to build your inner strength. Learning from failure is another vital lesson. Hill emphasized that setbacks are stepping stones, not roadblocks. In month 2, view every mistake as a teacher, preparing you for the discipline required in the later months. Keep a failure journal, just like Edison did with his 10,000 attempts at the light bulb, to track lessons and maintain your momentum. With fear managed, it's time to build the self-discipline that will carry you through the full 6 months of this plan. Discipline is the true key to success, not fleeting motivation. Hill knew that consistent routines lead to definite achievement. For months 3 and 4, shift your focus to establishing daily disciplines, such as early mornings or focused work sessions. Practice positive habits that support your goals, like reading Hill's works daily or setting weekly accountability checks. In month 3, prioritize physical habits, such as regular exercise, to build a strong foundation. By month 4, turn to mental habits, like affirmations and positive self-talk, to reinforce your progress. Track your advancements diligently, as this aligns with Hill's principle of persistence and organized effort. With discipline in place, let's now clarify your vision and goals to fuel the final months of the plan. Clear goals are what fuel lasting motivation, as per Hill's concept of a definite chief aim. In months 5 and 6, refine your vision by defining specific, measurable objectives that guide your actions. Start by listing 3 key goals and breaking them into weekly steps, embodying Hill's strategy of organized planning. By month 6, you'll have a complete roadmap for ongoing growth, proving that persistent action leads to real achievement. To inspire you further, let's look at a real-life example of someone who applied these principles. Take Henry Ford, as Hill profiled in his book. He acted despite fear, starting small and building an empire through decisive steps. Ford's journey mirrors our 6-month blueprint. In month 1, he took his first bold moves. By month 6, he revolutionized the automobile industry. You can achieve the same. Commit to this plan, and watch your life transform just as Ford's did. In summary, as Napoleon Hill taught, motivation follows action, and this 6-month plan is your pathway to a brighter future. Recap the timeline. Month 1 is about acting now. Month 2 about overcoming fear. Months 3 and 4 about building discipline. And months 5 and 6 about achieving your vision. Don't wait another day. Start with one small action today. Download your 6-month planner and join our community for the support you need. Remember, as Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Your success story is just beginning. Take that first step now and embrace the extraordinary life that's waiting for you. Procrastination is the bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow what should have been done yesterday. As Napoleon Hill wisely stated, imagine staring at your goals every day, whether it's starting a business, getting fit, or advancing your career, but feeling paralyzed by doubt, waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives. This invisible barrier, which Hill called the enemy of opportunity, traps so many in a cycle of unfulfilled potential. Studies show that 80% of people abandon their New Year's resolutions within 6 months due to inaction, not a lack of ideas. True progress comes from taking action, not waiting for motivation or perfect conditions, just as Hill advocated in his timeless teachings. Today, we're unveiling a step-by-step blueprint inspired by Hill's principles to help you break free and transform your life in just 6 months. Over the next 6 months, we'll focus on building momentum in month 1, establishing habits in month 2, and achieving lasting success by month 6. Are you ready to stop waiting and start acting? Let's first explore why so many people hesitate, as Hill observed through his interviews with successful individuals. One major reason is waiting for motivation, which Hill warned against, noting that successful people create it through consistent effort. In month 1 of our plan, we'll flip this script by prioritizing action over feelings to build initial progress. Think of the entrepreneur who delays launching a product until they feel ready, only to watch opportunities slip away. Another barrier is the failure to decide, stemming from an unclear purpose, a key theme in Hill's work on definite decision. By month 2, you'll learn to make firm choices that propel you forward, turning vague ideas into tangible steps. Pause and reflect. What's one decision you've been avoiding? Write it down now as we prepare for the solution. Fear and uncertainty also erode confidence, as Hill noted in his analysis of negative thought patterns. Fear is the greatest thief of time, according to Hill, but over the 6-month plan, we'll tackle it head-on, turning uncertainty into a catalyst for growth. Hill interviewed figures like Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times but persisted, proving that fear is overcome through repeated action. Now that we've identified these barriers, let's dive into the solution and how a 6-month plan will help you smash through them. The power of action is immense, as Hill taught that starting imperfectly builds momentum and cures fear. In the first month, your goal is to create initial progress. Remember, motivation follows action, not the other way around. Start with a 5-minute daily action toward your goal, like journaling your ideas or researching opportunities, aligning with Hill's mastermind principle. Strengthening decisiveness is crucial. Commit to one key decision this week, such as setting a specific goal, to build the decisiveness Hill deemed essential. Use Hill's definite purpose statement. Write a single sentence defining your aim and review it daily to keep your focus sharp. Practice the first step right now. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Begin today as we kick off month 1 to set the foundation for months 2 through 6. Action item. Before moving on, take one step, like calling a mentor or outlining your plan, to ignite your journey. Once you start acting, overcoming fear becomes easier. So let's explore how to handle that fear in the weeks ahead. In month 2, dedicate yourself to facing fear head-on, as per Hill's philosophy that immediate action dissolves hesitation. Each day, confront a small fear, like networking or public speaking, to build resilience, just as Hill did when he interviewed industry titans despite his doubts. Learning from failure is a growth tool. Hill's stories of perseverance show that setbacks are stepping stones. In month 2, view failures as opportunities, preparing you for the discipline needed in later months. Keep a failure journal to track lessons and maintain momentum. With fear managed, it's time to build the self-discipline that will sustain your progress through the full 6 months. Discipline is the key to success, driving results far more than motivation, as Hill advised for achieving definite success. For months 3 and 4, shift from emotional highs to consistent routines, establishing daily disciplines like early mornings or focused work sessions. Practice positive habits that support your goals, integrating Hill's ideas on persistence. Build habits such as reading Hill's works daily or setting weekly accountability checks. In month 3, focus on physical habits like exercise. In month 4, emphasize mental habits like affirmations to align with a 6-month timeline. With discipline in place, let's clarify your vision to fuel the final months of the plan. Clear goals fuel motivation, per Hill's definite chief aim. So for months 5 and 6, refine your vision to ensure sustained progress and celebrate milestones. In month 5, define specific, measurable goals. In month 6, review and adjust for long-term success, embodying Hill's strategy of organized planning. Start by listing 3 key goals, then break them into weekly actions to create a roadmap for ongoing growth. To inspire you, let's look at a real-life story of someone who applied these principles, like Henry Ford. Ford's decisive actions mirror a 6-month blueprint. He took his first steps in what equates to month 1 and revolutionized an industry by month 6. As Napoleon Hill taught, motivation follows action. This 6-month plan, from immediate steps to lasting habits, can transform your life if you commit. Don't wait. Start today with one small action. Download your 6-month planner and join our community for accountability. Remember, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve.